We're going to take a trade, a live trade today, Wednesday, January 3rd. We see a nice short here on the futures, and we're going to go into why we're taking this trade after we put it on. So let's create the new order. We're connected with Tradeovate through TradingView, and we're just going to go 1 unit short on the NASDAQ, which is going to be a pretty big notional. We're going to take that trade, and we are looking bearish today. If you look at the 3 indexes, now that we have our contract on, you can see the NASDAQ is leading to the downside, and if we go all the way out, to a further time frame, you can see that we've just been going down since the end of the year, right? Which is, kind of to be expected, rebalancing and such and all that good stuff with the holidays, right? So that's, as long as we don't have a divergent market, I'm okay going short, right? So the reason we went short, let's go to the 1 minute chart, is you can see right here, we had a sell signal and then a downtrend signal. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to actually see if this little blip fails and gets sold off. Now, if we get an uptrend signal, our initial thesis is going to be invalidated, and then we would consider on an uptrend or a downtrend signal, we'd want to take that trade pretty quickly. But what we're going to do, I'm actually just going to show you by trading this live, is adjust this trade and adjust the positioning. Now, if we go back to the 5 minute chart, which is what we're trading, and we have our alerts set for the 5 minute chart, you can see that we didn't take this trade based on a red Illuma trend. We didn't take this trade based on anything on the 5 minute chart. We took this trade based on the 1 minute chart. So you have to be careful because the 1 minute chart is super granular. You can see there's a sell signal and a downtrend signal, which we had. Then we had a really choppy downtrend signal and no real flattening out of the Illuma trend for a distance, kind of like, right here, right? This flattening out. This nice little chop showed that this downtrend was going to continue for a while. Now, what we're doing is taking a flyer on the fact that, we had a huge up candle. Let's go out to the 15-minute chart and let's go out to the 30-minute chart. More of a macro view. You can see a little bit of weakening of that trend on the big chart. But this is also a huge time frame, right? So you can see we have our sell signal all the way over here. If we just crunch this all together, and you can see, when did we get that signal? It was on Thursday, the 28th. So December, 2023. We're now in 2024, right? So we're going to see what happens here. It's also 3:36 p.m. So we are in a more volatile state of affairs as far as the market. So when you put on a full-size NASDAQ, expect this PNL to draw down maybe to a couple $100. But if we get to about $200 here on this trade, we will go ahead and add to the trade. So we're just going to get back to our 1 minute chart and kind of consolidate here. Now, if you're trading and you're wondering kind of like, why did we get on this trade? Well, it's because of the 1 minute chart, but we got into the trade late. Now, how can you avoid getting into the trade late? Well, if you're not super duper experienced and you want to trade the signals as early as possible, you can just simply set alerts. So you just load up happytrader.io, sentiment AI with the Luma trend, and then that'll put your uptrend and downtrend signals on the chart. And then all you have to do is go into the ellipses here and then add alert. And then for the uptrend and downtrend signals, that's going to be uptrend, that's going to be downtrend. And then you can set your notifications to notify in the app, pop up, send emails, whatever you want to do. But for 2024, I think it's really important that we get into the nitty gritty of a lot more trading. And we will still have lessons and stuff like that coming out and different series and stuff. But we did a whole series of back tests. So like, subscribe, go back and watch some of those videos. And you can see how good these alerts perform in back testing off of different securities. So we're at like 265. We're going to close the position. Looks like a quick 245 scalp is what that came out to. And that's going to be just a failure on the 1 minute chart. Now let's go out to the 5 minute chart. Now that we kind of got our money in the bag, let's go out all the way to the 1 hour chart and see what the market's actually up to. And you can just see, kind of since the end of the year, even on the 1 hour chart, look at this. You see flattening of the Illuma trend, but you have a sell signal and then a pretty quick downtrend signal. Let's stretch this. Boom. Okay. So we had a little bit, we had our downtrend signal. So we would have wanted to take our trade around here. You're going to get a little bit of kind of chop, right? So we had our weakening signal. Uh-oh, is it going to turn around? We don't know. And then bam, the market just drops, right? So a couple different ways you can trade this is the futures, just like, I just demonstrated using TradeAvate, using whatever broker, interactive brokers, whatever integrates with TradingView. You don't have to use a broker that integrates with TradingView to trade these signals, but you can. And then the other thing you can do is you could sell, like if you get a downtrend signal, you could sell call options. You could do iron condors and then roll the untested side toward the money, stuff like that. And again, make sure like, subscribe. I'm going to be doing lectures about all of that stuff. I am a quantitative researcher and the head of Happy Trader, so I'll be happy to enlighten you on all of these things and kind of give it to you in layman's terms. But that was just a quick $245 scalp. We could have had around 265, 280, but it went down just a little bit to 245. That's where it settled at. We'll take it. That's going to be today's trade. Again, this is Ryan from Happy Trader signing out. Have a great day and happy trading.